What's up? So day 7 at the Olympic Games is over with. I have the heavyweight women up here on the board. Let's see how my picks stacked up against the actual final draw. So while we're taking a look at this, super easy, I think, to just predict the final. I mean, the Cuban's been dominant for years, okay? Whoops, messed that up. Predicting the final, right? Okay, and then again, Japan, easy win, right? It's just Japan's on home soil, and for whatever reason, when Japan's fighting at home, they just perform better. I have no idea what it is, but if you ever look at the results from the Kano Cup and some other things, like, yeah, it comes through like that. But anyways, let's take a look at how we did through the rest of the draw. We had Portugal winning here. That was easy. Tunisia, we had coming through. She did not, so we only have the one. We actually have the German beating the Chinese player who actually made it all the way into the quarters. And then Brazil, no problem. The French girl is just young, hungry, wins a lot of big matches. We were off here. We had Croatia winning instead of Lithuania. We had Azerbaijan coming all the way through against Japan. We had Korea. Okay, so these again, just easy picks. You can just kind of look at the countries and just say, hey, this country is better than the other. So there's not a ton of like standouts in this weight class, except for the ones that are, over here. They're leaps ahead of the other ones. The U.S. girl lost first round. And we had the Ukrainian winning down here. So, I mean, overall, we were off on 2-3 matches, right? Because we're off here in the first round, which means we're off there. And then we were off here where Lithuania beat Croatia. But other than that, pretty solid picks all the way through. The repechage is going to be off a little bit just because, certain players lost. Down here, I had China beating Brazil. Brazil made it, but again, still had the Azerbaijani here, and again, still had France here, even though we had Turkey beating the Korean. So right off the rip, we had Japan, Cuba, Azerbaijan, France. Japan, Cuba, Azerbaijan, France, right across the top. 1, 2, and the bronzes picked. So, I mean, I'm happy with that. Can't really get much better than that. Over here, we take a look at some of the numbers from the division. They had 30 matches. Only one of the matches went to golden score, which is, super impressive. It's like the ladies just wanted to come out and brawl, right? Actually, I didn't update that because I can tell from my notes here that two matches went into golden scores. The Cuban actually is the culprit of both matches, right? Going into golden score against Portugal, and then in the final for Japan. 7 of the matches went to one player having bullshitos, and nobody in the heavyweight bracket, not one of these matches, did both judo players score. So essentially, this is golden score the entire way through the bracket, which, I wonder if the IJF is going to take note of that after this Olympics when they go back to the drawing board to see if they should make any rule changes to make judo more exciting than anything else. But there you have it, day 7, women's heavyweight.